abrogated or deleted. And under that contract, an expansion beyond certain boundaries requires the consent of the county commissioners. Delaware County requested that consent, and the county declined to provide it. Now, by reviewing the application, the department is ignoring the contract, which is part of the plan. In essence, they're ignoring a provision of the plan, which is unlawful under Act 101, Section 1702. Let me read you subsection 1. It is unlawful for any person to, quote, assist in violation of the terms or conditions of any municipal waste plan approved by the department. Subsection 4. It is illegal to act in a manner that is contrary to the approved plan or in a manner inconsistent with the approved county plan. The ultimate closure of Rolling Hills is provided for in the Berks County Plan. It was a far-sighted provision negotiated by the former county commissioners, some of whom are no longer with us. I suggest you reject the plan until such time as consent is obtained from the Berks County Commissioners. Don't hold your breath. There are harms and benefits analysis in this application. I'll try to comment them briefly. What basically is entailed by the harms benefit analysis submitted by Delaware County Solid Waste Authority is a status quo harms benefit analysis stating that nothing has changed, nor does anything have to change, but that's false. Boyertown community is far more vibrant than it was the last time harms and benefits were evaluated, and the harms and benefit evaluation has to be not against the past, but in the context of the present, and that requires a heck of a lot more than was provided in the past. Delaware County Solid Waste Authority is required under Section 271.127 of the Pennsylvania Code to provide a detailed assessment. It says the assessment shall include a detailed analysis of the impacts of the facility, including traffic and municipal waste plants. Well, in Section 3.3 of the harms benefit analysis, Delaware County ignores its huge impact upon traffic and related harms, mentioning only the intersection of Route 73 and the access roads to the landfill in Earl Township. Nothing is said about Berks County's long travails with excess traffic. Nothing. No effort is made to mitigate that harm. And that dwarfs any of the chump change benefits mentioned by the previous speaker. Delaware County's analysis understates the harms. It does not pay property taxes. The Conestoga landfill, same size, pays about $250,000 in property taxes to Twin Valley School District, the county, and the township. They understate, or they overstate, the distance between the landfill and the boundary of Ole, which is a National Historic District. Our Planning Commission says it's less than a mile. It's less than 150 feet less than a quarter of a mile. They say it's more than a quarter of a mile. To whatever extent that's important, you should look at it. The landfill claims property values surrounding the landfill will not depreciate. How could they? They've already gone down. But what about the retail properties in Boyertown? What about all the other properties in proximity to the landfill that fail to appreciate because of the landfill? Again, the plan analysis fails to mention any traffic impacts in Gilbertsville, Boyertown, Colebrookdale along Route 73. Now, the so-called benefits are exaggerated as well. Let me give you a few examples. They talk about payroll taxes of $138,000. I'm sure they pay that. But most of it goes to state and federal governments. Only $11,000. If you've ever prepared a payroll, and I have, only $11,000 of that $138,000 goes to the school district and local townships. Diesel fuel purchases are about $500,000. Well, I can tell you something, knowing people in the business, that the profit margin on selling diesel fuel is extremely small. The profits are minuscule, and most of the proceeds of sale go to international oil companies. The Pennsylvania disposal fees go to the state, not to the local impacted areas. The host fee goes to Earl, sitting, as the previous speaker said, on $60 million. That's supposed to be a big public benefit. I ask you, how does stuffing more cash into Earl Township's bloated mattress benefit the impacted area? I think not. Well, to close up, the harms benefit analysis is little more than bold assertions of unsubstantiated and exaggerated claims that fail to address or mitigate known harms. We cannot condemn this area to 17 more years of the unbearable status quo that we've endured far longer than that already. The remedy here is easy, and it's obvious. Honor the waste plan. Honor our contract. Allow the landfill to close. Reject the application. Thank you.